what I wanted to talk to you about is I'm 45. That's crazy just to say that out loud. And I'm white. She white.
She white.
But I wanted to talk about why white people don't stand up. And also...
so you're saying that the white men are not standing up because they don't believe in God anymore? Texas.
Well,
Lisa, welcome to the show. You're on the air.
Hey, good morning, Jesse.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm well. How are you today?
All is well.
First, I was listening to Hank talk about the dog respiratory thing. And I just want to tell Hassan that raw honey, you always talk about God giving everything that we need and the animals. And raw honey is the best thing to give to a dog if they're experiencing any kind of respiratory or cold symptom. Anyway.
Oh, Haight must mention that in the Haight news. I didn't hear that.
Yeah, he did. But raw honey is amazing.
Nice.
And then I also, because I wanted to talk to you about a couple of things, but while I was on hold, I thought about, the devil just flooded me with just thoughts, and, and I could see the anxiousness coming on, and, telling me to hang up the phone and this, that, and the other. And I remembered that young lady yesterday, I think she called yesterday, expressing to you the same thing. And while I was on hold and just watching it, and I realized that if I wasn't, calling to speak to you from a place of truth, he would not be doing that.
Yeah.
I would feel arrogant or confident. I would have all these fake, feelings and so it was just, I don't know, just that realization while I was on hold was great. And I just wanted to express that to her, that if she wasn't calling from a place of truth, he wouldn't be doing that to her.
Amazing.
So,
Hassan said thanks, by the way.
Oh, yeah, it really does. It works. My dogs have gotten kennel cough a couple of times, and the honey is amazing. So what I wanted to talk to you about is I'm 45. That's crazy just to say that out loud. And I'm white. She white.
She white.
But I wanted to talk about why white people don't stand up.
It's an amazing thing to me to see white people not standing up, and they are attacked more than any other race on this side of heaven, and yet they won't stand up. It's amazing to see it.
Well, not all, but most of those white people identify themselves as Christians, and there's a few things that go on. One, of course, because most of them believe Jesus is God, they never get. They never get in touch with the Father, and then because they, back in your day, the good old days, and before, men would read their Bibles and they would put it up, but then they spent their days looking at themselves and paying attention to their own behavior, and the churches, they don't teach that anymore. They don't teach the Scripture, to follow no man, and they also. They believe that this material stuff that's been given to them, and they also believe because they have intellectually accepted Jesus, that they're saved. And, they have this fear that they're going to lose all their stuff. And in their minds, that stuff was bestowed to them by God. So so
you're saying that the white men are not standing up because they don't believe in God anymore?
Well, they're not standing up because they can't see. And because they cannot, they're blind.
Meaning that they don't know that they're under attack?
They don't know that they're not saved.
But do they know they're under attack?
Absolutely. Without a doubt, they know they're under attack. But they don't, because they think they're saved and they think their stuff is blessings, they feel justified and they rationalize and they justify not doing anything because they don't in their minds, they're already saved. They already have salvation. They're already living, the will of God or whatever. So they think they're justified in just trying to hold on to their stuff.
Oh, I see. So they know that they are under attack. I don't understand, but they think that having their stuff is all they need.
Well, they think they're already saved, and they think their salvation is coming from God, and that this world is just temporary.
Oh, I
and that
see.
So they don't think that they're called by God to speak the truth. I mean, they don't.
Let me ask this because of time, Lisa. So what do they think going to happen by not standing up?
Because they can't see, and because they're so self-absorbed with their things, they really don't care as long as they survive.
They don't care what the outcome is?
They don't, exactly.
But they're not going to survive. Haven't they spoken to the whites in South Africa already?
Well, they don't. They don't think that, that far out of the box. They don't. As long as they still have their stuff, and as long as they're still holding it together, and as long as their ego is being fed, they're just going to. It's just desperation.
But one last thing that I got to run. What do they feel about? What are they thinking about when they see their white children getting beat up by the blacks? What do they think that means?
They think exactly what you say, but they're not going to say it out loud, and they're not going to stand up for it. And because they're not coming from a place of love, and because they don't have a conscious contact with the Father, then even when they do speak out, or even when they do something, like you say all the time, it's going to be wrong. And they're going to get the wrong, even when they do, they're going to get the wrong outcome because they're not coming from a place of love. It's like you say all the time that, we have to look within, we have to get back in touch with the Father, and then He will reveal to us what to do. But because they're not in touch, and because they're worried about the world, anything they do or say the outcome of it is not going to be good. It's not. Does that make sense? You know what I'm
saying? Meaning that because they don't know God, if they react to what's happening, the outcome for them will not be good because they would have overreacted.
Because the voice, right?
Because
the voice that's telling them what to do and what to say is the voice of the devil.
Amazing.
Because they don't. Right.
What a mess, Lisa! Thank you so much.
You're welcome, Jesse.
I appreciate it. What a mess.
Have a good day.
You too.